Okay, here we are. This is drawing a Porsche Abarth, lesson number 4, and I'm continuing on with the body as you see here. Because I'm going to do the line that is the strongest there, I'm doing the door handle so it doesn't get lost in that. But I'm not going to do the door right now, but I wanted to do the handle because it's right on the line of where the darkness starts and where the highlights stop on the fender. So I had to do that in order to make sure that it would be able to be seen. And what I'm doing is going around and getting some of the darker section of the car at the lower end, and it's going to be darker still. You can see on the back how the underneath section, which is really dark, is going to roll around. So that's what we're going to do with the rest of the body too, because it does go underneath with a nice rounded gentle radius. And so the whole part of this underneath here that I'm doing right now will be much darker, like it is behind the rear wheel, as you can see there. But all I'm doing is just making a whole bunch of dots here. I do them kind of at an angle because it breaks it up and doesn't mean that I have to go a long way in order to do the next one. So it's handier for me. I usually draw these right-handed, but I sometimes draw them left-handed. But drawing them right-handed, it's just easier to go forward and come back. So that is the way I do it. And as you can see, we're getting out from underneath the door here, just about getting to the front fender now. And continuing that around. And just about where the top of the front fender is, there you see me making a line. Just about where the top of that is where that highlight stops and where the darkness starts. So I'm working on that underneath there. And I'm saving the badge for the Abarth, which is on the fender. And also I'm doing the rest of the under part of the fender there. But it's come along great so far. I know that this is kind of light too, but I want to make sure that it looks okay to you. Right now it looks good to me. Sometimes when I put it on YouTube and it's compressed in order to send over the air, it tends to get a little bit wavy. So I'm trying to make this as good as I can without having that characteristic waviness that I had yesterday. And that's because my lights and my timing on how many frames per second are kind of coming into one another, I think, and they're emphasizing each other in kind of an off timing kind of arrangement. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to make that work out a little bit better. But it's coming along fine so far. I mean, I'm really happy with the drawing. It's gonna look great, and once we get it dark enough, then none of that other stuff will matter. But as it is right now, you can just barely see part of the car because I have to keep it light in order to keep that that kind of pulsing out of the hair. But it's working so far well enough. Okay, there we are, working on the bottom side. And now the front of the fender. And this may look like it's taking a whole bunch of time. This is sped up 4 times, so this is actually 24 minutes of drawing in just a little over 6 minutes. But I like to do that. I like to do it so you can see enough of what's happening to the car and how much we're getting done on it without having to sit through 20 or 25 minutes of drawing. So it looks a little weird, but this is the best way to do it, I think, because it does make it easier for you to see some progress being made without having to sit here for between 20 and 30 minutes. So may be wrong, but it just seems like that would be more convenient. Everybody's got a lot of things they want to do, and this way it gives you more information in a shorter time, so I figured that's a good thing to do. Okay, still coming along here. And as I say, all of this underneath is going to be quite a bit darker than it is here. And on the front of the car, the front end is going to be in shadow underneath too. And then we're going to have a highlight on one fender and a dark spot on the other one, and the hood's going to be relatively dark because it's shaded by one fender too. But again, it's coming along great. I'm very happy with the way it is so far, and I think it's going to look really nice when it's done. This is a beautiful car. It'd be pretty hard to make it too awfully ugly, even if I did the world's worst job on it. It's still a lovely car. Okay, getting down toward the end right now. Tomorrow we're going to work toward the front, and I'll try and do the hood and the other fender and the very front end of the car, so you get to see what the limits of the car are in terms of length. And I hope you come back to see that, because it will for the first time start to look like the real car. But I hope to see you back tomorrow. Like I say, we'll do a lot more work, and this will start to look like a Porsche. Thank you. Bye.